You want some sales figures? I got some sales figures for you, as Microsoft has reported their results from the fourth quarter of 2015 financial year. How can it be the fourth quarter already when it's only July? Pass on that one. Financial years are really confusing, made further confusing by the fact that each company has its own financial year. So, how did they do? How is Xbox doing? Well, overall as a company, Microsoft not doing that well. They actually made quite a huge loss. However, the Xbox and its division did rather well and actually made a profit. That sounds weird, but stay with me. So, overall as a company, Microsoft generated $22.2 billion in revenue for the quarter ending 30th of June 2015. However, they made a loss of $2.1 billion because of a rather eye-watering charge of $7.5 billion related to their purchase of the Nokia phone business. And that's also down to its recently announced restructuring drive, which is also costing $780 million and $160 million charge related to the restructuring plan. So basically, Microsoft made a lot of money, but they also spent an absolute ton of money. And of course, they've also announced plans to cut 70 to 100 jobs, and of course, overhauling their phone business, which of course just isn't comparing sales-wise and all that to Apple or Android. However, despite this, Xbox is the saving grace of Microsoft. Praise Xbox and all that good stuff is probably what the Xbox guys are saying. And total revenue for Xbox grew 27% based on growth in consoles, Xbox Live transactions, and first-party games. Now, the Xbox platform revenue increased 10% to $86 million, which is driven by higher volumes of consoles sold. But of course, that was slightly offset by the fact that each Xbox One is costing less for the consumer. So more were sold, but they cost less, so yeah, it kind of balances out. Now, they did say that they sold 1.4 million consoles in the fourth quarter compared to the 1.1 consoles during the prior year, but as they tend to do, they lumped in the Xbox One and the Xbox 360 into one category, so we have no way of knowing how much is Xbox One, how much is Xbox 360. However, since the Xbox 360 is very much dying off now, not many people are buying it, or at least not many people as previously, as they either wait and save up for an Xbox One, or they didn't have an Xbox and they're just kind of waiting for enough games to come out or whatever. Not as many people are buying it. So we can safely attest that most of that is probably Xbox One. Now, the Xbox One financials are included in computing and gaming hardware, and that division itself saw revenue increase $591 million or 44%. However, this does include the Surface tablet, which is also doing quite well for itself. That is also bringing in quite a bit of cash for Microsoft as well as the Xbox One / Xbox 360. Now that saw a revenue growth of 117% to $888 million, which is pretty insane. Now that's due to both the Surface Pro 3 and Surface 3 launching. Now, just when things were kind of getting already a little bit messy, they're about to get messier, as computing and gaming hardware is part of what they call the Devices and Consumer Division, and there's also a D&C Other that is all a part of that. So you've got computing and gaming as part of D&C, and there's also D&C Other that's part of it. So, yeah. Now that saw a revenue increase of $538 million or 31%, mostly due to higher revenue from Xbox Live, search advertising, first-party video games including Minecraft, and Office 365 Consumer. Now, according to the information they provided, Xbox Live transactions revenue increased $205 million or 58%, and reflecting what they call, quote, increased users and revenue per user. And to kind of back that up, you saw a growth of 22% in the quarter for Xbox Live users, who logged a staggering 3.5 billion hours of gameplay. Now, for first-party video games, revenue increased to $63 million or 62%, most of which of course is down to the mighty Minecraft. So, overall, Microsoft did well, they just happened to also spend an absolute ton of money, and the Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella said that Xbox had an incredible Q4. And he said that the revenue growth of 27%, coupled with, quote, the excitement we generated at E3 with Xbox exclusive gaming content and backwards compatibility, demonstrates the building momentum that exists within the Xbox ecosystem. Gaming is an important scenario for Windows 10, and our success with Xbox this quarter gives us a strong starting position heading into launch. Our growing fan base is excited for the best games lineup in our history. All of this comes together with Windows 10, where fans can connect with each other, stream all of their Xbox One games to Windows 10, and experience the best virtual reality platform given our partnership with Oculus Rift and Valve. And he's also expecting the Xbox One platform to grow both fans and profitability, as of course it heads to the critical Christmas period and of course the launch of the mighty Halo 5. Now, unfortunately, we do not have any updated sales to go against Sony's updated sales regarding the PS4, so we just don't know exactly how well they're doing in comparison to Sony. Unfortunately, they just do not divulge that, the total sales. We just don't know for the Xbox One, unfortunately. I'd love to tell you that I do, but as always, Mystic Meg is nowhere to be found. Hope you guys have enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.